it's easy. We just pick up the camera, we go, we put it down, we get on with what we were doing. It's no big deal, but the results are a big deal. I think we've really benefited from this project, at least as much as in learning more about Adam's reading journey.
Mum and Dad, Paul, good boy.
We always say we're a small school with big aspirations. Our thinking is definitely very big. We're really engaged in research and reflection in the classroom. Very strong in personalising learning, and we've got a good record of working with children on their reading. So this project where we get to think about personalising our approach to teaching reading to our youngest children is very exciting for us.
When they were in foundation stage, because it's such a boy-heavy cohort of children, reading was not their favourite thing to do. It's taken quite a long time to get their interest in books, and to get them into the idea that reading actually really is an enjoyable thing to do. I think it'll be really good to look really closely at one child and look at how the way that you're teaching them to read, whether that's working for them. Where's their independence? Are they looking to you for lots of support to sound out the words and to identify the words? And what other cues are they using? That's the level really that the children are at. Can you tell us your name?
My name's Adam and I like playing running outside.
Do you? And what's your favourite thing to do at home, Adam?
Play on the Wii.
Have you brought some of your favourite books to show us, Adam?
Yes.
Do you want to show us your first one? That's it. Show us the front cover, Adam. Wow, that looks like a really good book. Why did you pick that book, Adam?
Because it was my favourite.
Was it? Why is that your favourite?
Because I like reading it.
Do you? What's the story about?
Kipper.
Oh, Kipper. Have you seen Kipper before?
Yes.
Which other Kipper books have you read?
A snowing one.
Mm-hmm.
And a raining one.
And a raining one as well. That's fantastic. Do you want to put that one down, Adam? Which is the next one that you've chosen?
Frog one.
Can you remember the title of this book?
No.
Can you not remember it? We've read it in class before, haven't we? It's called Down by the Cool of the... Very good, Adam. What happens in this story? Can you remember?
A frog likes to dance.
He does, doesn't he? And what else happens?
All animals dance with them.
Do they? Why is that one of your favourites, Adam?
Because I like sharing it with people.
Do you? Do some of your friends like reading it?
Yes.
Who likes to read it with you?
Morgan and Jack.
Do they? Do you think it's a funny book?
Yes.
Does it make you laugh?
Yes.
Excellent. What's the next one that you've chosen, Adam?
Alien Loves Underpants.
Do you love that book? I love that book too. Why do you love that book?
Because I got it at home.
Have you?
Yes.
Can you tell us what happens in that book?
Aliens don't have underpants in space. They just fly down, then just nick some pantses.
Do they?
Yes.
Have you ever had your pants stolen by an alien? Have you not? They mustn't have found your house yet. Do you like to read, Adam?
Yes.
Do you read at home with Mummy?
Yes.
And Daddy as well?
Yes.
So you read... Do you read to Amy?
Yes.
Which books do you like to read to Amy?
My reading books.
Do you?
My library book.
And your library book. Does Amy help you with some of the words that are tricky?
Pip gave her elephant some water. The elephant took Pip's sweets. Pip got the parrot some food. Parrot.
Are you all right with that word, Adam?
No.
Let's have a look at it then.
Pet.
Good boy. Well sounded out there, Adam.
His finger.
Good boy. Well done.
Do you want to feed the crocodiles? No, thank you, said Pip.
Very good reading, Adam. So what was that story about, Adam?
Pip went to the zoo and she feeded some animals and she didn't want to feed the crocodiles
Why do you think that she didn't want to feed the crocodiles?
because they might get eaten.
Oh, that's right. Have you seen the crocodile's teeth? Would you want to feed some crocodiles, Adam?
And I saw one out of the water.
Have you? And what did you think of it?
Was a baby one.
Was it?
Yes.
Was it as scary as one of the bigger ones?
No.
No. Which words did you think were really difficult in there to read, Adam?
Two.
Which two were they?
This one.
Let's have a look at it. Oh, now what did that one say?
Pet.
Good boy. And how did you work it out?
Because parrots don't eat. Them do eat.
That's right.
Them just pet people.
Okay. So you used what you knew about parrots to help you with that word. Good boy. And which other word did you find a bit tricky?
Was on this page. This one.
So how did you go about working that one out?
Pushed Pip over.
Did you sound it out?
Yes.
Did you use the letter sounds that
I just
you know?
break it up.
You broke it up. Why does that make it easier, Adam?
Because it lets words go a bit easy.
It makes it easier, does it? Good boy, Adam. And did you like that book?
Yes.
It was a good one. Should we change it and get you a new one?
Yes.
Okay.
I just think reading is so important because it teaches you lots of different things. It's not just about how to read a book and how to read the words, but what the pictures can tell you the story, and then they can make their own stories and their own imagination can then go off on a tangent or whatever. I do reading every night, and Adam sometimes reads to me, or I read to him, or we look at his words, or but I've found that both the children have learnt differently. Adam guesses at words. He puts words in that he doesn't think, that he's not quite sure, so I'll just throw one in for good measure. Whereas Amy always sounded out words. She would try harder. And I know in the beginning Adam did a lot of guessing. I think he's found some of the things words hard, and he gets frustrated and angry and I'm not doing that, and stomps and temper tantrums and all the rest of it, but I think he does enjoy it and he likes the praise, and when he moves from one stage to the next stage, his head kind of swells.
Wilma was cross.
Good boy.
You forgot to wash, she said.
Good boy.
Wilf and Wilma had a fight.
Boy.
They bumped
In
into
Good boy.
Dad.
Well done.
There we go. There. We've been doing some reading and I've been so impressed with how he's suddenly come on over the last couple of weeks. So over those 2 weeks he has blossomed once again as a reader. I've watched him sounding out words, I've watched him talking about the pictures, I've watched him correct himself, I've listened to him starting to get some real expression in his voice. I was really impressed. I thought he'd done well, and I could see the benefit of all of the work that Becca's been doing with him and lots of adults around school. And he's a real confident little reader at the moment.
Right, first page, everybody. Right, Adam, we're going to start with you. Jack and his dad went to the cinema. You just look at the picture to start with. What did Dad get, first of all? Excellent, the tickets. Do you think...
There's a picture of what's going to...
Oh, yeah. I hadn't spotted that, Adam. What kind of film do you think it's going to be? Space film. I think you're right from that poster. Do you think, let me think of what the tricky word might be, you can find the word tickets. What sound does ticket start with?
Found it already. Simple.
What sound does ticket start with? That can help you to find it, can't it? Now then, I've got a really tricky one for you now. Cinema. What sound does cinema sound like it starts with? It does start with curly cur, but when you say the word cinema, what sound does it sound like at the start? It does, but sometimes when you have a curly cur, it makes a sound. So have you all found the word cinema? Remember that, because it might be in the rest of the book, mightn't it? So right, let's slide our finger across. On the next page now. What did Jack get? His dad got tickets. Well done, Wesley. It was your turn, actually. Jack got popcorn, and what else, Wesley? Popcorn and drinks. Can you find the word popcorn for me? What's that? That makes the word pop. And then you've got popcorn. What's the matter, Wesley? It does a little bit, doesn't it? That's a popcorn.
What the reason for that?
That's because it's a p, isn't it? If it was the other way around, it would be a p. It's not. It is, isn't it? Right, let's turn over the page then. Adam, how do you feel about moving up onto the next reading level?
Good.
Are you really pleased about it? Do you think the words are going to be harder?
Yes.
How much harder do you think they're going to be?
A bit.
A bit harder. How are you going to tackle these harder words?
Just sound them out.
You're going to sound them out. That's a good plan, isn't it? Okay, Adam, shall we read this first book and see how you get on with it?
I wanted to talk at this point about a strategy that Becca is using with Adam, which is the strategy of metacognition, his understanding or his knowledge of what he understands and knows about reading, that she's asking him to talk about how he's going to attack the book. She's asking him to list the strategies that he knows he has, so that as he goes into reading the book, he has a level of self-talk, largely internalised, but sometimes with peers, that he can apply to a new book. And I see Adam using that when he's choosing books completely independently. If he goes to a pile of books, then he's going to take all of that knowledge and understanding of his own skills in informing his choice of the book that he's going to take next.
What's the book called?
One Hat for Sale.
Good boy. You're going to make a start on it.
To her, sir. So.
What sound do t and hurt make when they're put together?
Her.
T and hurt make a the it's
it that. I don't know.
Do you want some help with it? Let's have a look. Okay, so you've got t and hurt. They make a the. So the it's
this.
Good boy.
House was for sale.
Good boy.
Dad looked the light.
Good boy.
House.
Well corrected there, Adam.
Mom liked it too.
Why do you think they liked it, Adam? Let's just talk about it a minute.
because it's all tidy.
It does look nice and tidy, doesn't it? Good boy.
And Floppy's not loud in it.
Floppy might make it messy, mightn't he?
Yes. Biff and Chip light at the house.
Do you think that was liked, Adam?
Looked.
Good boy.